is tragic, guys. 3 teens dead after an apparent double homicide suicide near Houston. Come on with this near Houston crap. What city is it in? Jeez. We'll be right back on the Keep It P podcast. Come on now.
Music TV. Music TV.
Aye. So we back. This is Keep P podcast where we take the news, situations, everyday occurrences, and indeed we show how one could have and could not have been keeping it P. And guess what? I'm not trying to tell you what to think, trying to show you how to think. That's the reason why I bust down the articles the way I do. When you find yourself mixed up in an anti-black racist war propaganda machine being perpetuated by the lamestream media, then you got the Democrats and the Republicans, both of them bipartisan Super Saiyan coming together as one happy family to target you. But enough of that. We'll see what else I add to it for the rest of the year because it ain't done yet. I hope y'all know that. It ain't done. It's going to be more shenanigans. All right, so y'all see the little house on the prairie right there. The little house on the prairie. It says investigators shifting through the evidence after a family member, here we go with the vagaries, family member found 3 teenagers dead in a Texas home. Emphasizing their home was in the preliminary stages, Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez told reporters Tuesday that this appeared to be a double homicide and suicide. Investigators found a gun in the home that the deputies believe was used in the incident, but the sheriff declined to describe the nature of the injuries. What?
We don't want to tell what city it is. We don't want to tell what family member it was.
Nope.
And we don't want to tell what the injuries are.
Nope. But they don't want to tell that, but they will say that he's only identifying the dead as 2 girls, possibly 17 years old, and a boy, and possibly a 15-year-old. Dang.
Hold on, and still you didn't tell nothing. You just you said it's a boy and a girl that may be 17 and that may be 15. They could be. We don't know yet.
2 girls and a boy. Officials did not say who they believe killed who. The incident happened on the 4500 block of Warlick Road in the community of Crosby. Why do they do that all the time?
I told you that's how they do it. I told you.
Why do they do exactly that?
That crime doesn't happen here. That was a one-time deal. It happened on this one block. So if you do want to move here, other palm-colored people, it's safe. So if you want to look crazy, just look at that one block, though.
Yeah, just a one residence. It said the incident happened on the block, 4500 block of Warlick Road in the community of Crosby, which is less than a half an hour drive northeast of Houston. Because you know Houston where the niggas at, though. You know that, though.
Hey, at least they said what community it was this time.
They did it last time, but y'all be doing it all late, though.
Nah, they didn't. They was just like 45 minutes from Houston. They didn't say.
The last one, they said the community. They said the name of the town. It was like
I didn't hear. I missed that.
Yeah, they did. They said the name of the town. It was like I want to say Crosby because that's just what we just read, but it's not that. According
to louder next time, then.
Okay, the sheriff, the preliminary investigation shows that the family member who lived next door was trying to locate someone, arrived at the home and did not get a response, and then gained entry to the residence where their bodies were. The teens were possibly last night seen before. The investigators did find a firearm at the residence that appeared to have been used in the deaths, but the sheriff declined to elaborate on whether it was a handgun or a long gun. Well, what do y'all want to answer?
Where's the parent at, though? Where's the parents?
But what do you know? Do you know anything?
Where's the parents?
He also declined to detail the nature of the injuries team sustains. The motives and the connections between the three remain under investigation.
Fam, are you not? Hold on, man.
No parents though.
We
Nah.
can't gloss over this, man.
Nope.
So
The teens was in the house and they lived by themselves.
that's what I stand on it. That is what is happening. The teens lived in the house by themselves. I
No,
stand on it.
there were no parents around. There's all only teens, and
I promise you.
that's what it is. It says that we don't know the connection at this point. You don't know the connection. You don't know who shot, what age the person is shot, how they got shot, what kind of gun that was used. We just walked in there and it was just some dead people on the floor, man. We don't know
I mean,
nothing.
you don't know. This is all PC. The whole article's PC. It's Mayo everywhere. It was a Mayo fight. There's been a Mayo explosion at the Costco, at the Mayo plant, the factory. There's
And
been
they
an
all
explosion.
got transferred to the Mayo Clinic. Let's say it says, we don't know the full connections at this point, the sheriff said. When asked if anyone was dating, he said two may have been related, and the third may have been acquaintance of the friend. He wanted to get more information before confirming that. However, investigators were working on speaking to the family members to understand the dynamic. The homeowner had been out traveling, so he was not in a position to name the teenagers. He said, "What? The homeowner? Their parents? Or was they just shacking up at somebody's crib? Like, what?"
Well, you know the family member lived next door too.
Which family member? Auntie, sister,
We
grandma?
won't say we don't know.
I think once we put together the pieces, the motive is always that tends to reveal itself at some point, and sometimes it makes no sense, he added. They're all senseless at the end of the day when you're talking about the loss of life of young people. It's tragic. Boy, you sound goofy as hell. You sound like it's a shame that we're all running around tyrannical as a PC society. You know what I'm saying? But it's really like nothing we could do about it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. It's just casualties, you know. That's what I heard.
That's
And
what
then
I
he
heard.
cleaned it up with a little bit like it was tragic. Shut up. Death shocked neighbors. It was out of character in their area, they said. It's out of, it
I
really
told you
surprised
it's just this block now. If you
it.
want to move here, PC people, it's safe. We promise you it's safe. But if you want to give a block the side eye, it's
It's this one.
4500 block on bloop dee bloop blop.
Right.
If you want to give the side eye, but the area
The rest
overall
of it is
is
good.
safe.
Oh, I do see in the picture there that there's a little house right by the house. So y'all got people. All right, anyway, family living that close, and don't nobody know shit, huh?
Nothing.
Okay.
Ain't
It
heard from them from last night. It was a gun used, but nobody heard the gun.
Nope. It ain't like it's a whole bunch of terrible amount of city noise around there.
It's because they was back cooking meth in the back.
It really surprised me to see something like this happen out here to one of us.
To one of us.
Neighbor
Who's
David
us?
Neighbor David Gavin said, according to KRU, it's close. It's a close community for the most part. We all watch out for each other. Well, not this goddamn night.
That nobody knows nothing or heard nothing.
Another neighbor identified as Big Bob told KVIR he lived nearby for 7 years and he spoke well enough for people who lived at his home. What? He spoke well enough for people who lived at his home? What? Another neighbor identified as Big Bob told the station he lived nearby for 7 years. He spoke well enough for people who lived at his home. He said, they're very nice people as far as I know, he said. I wouldn't think anything like this would happen. How many? Y'all got to reinforce that a lot, huh?
I'm trying to I told you that's what they do. We want you to know This happened on this one block of 4500, and it's not a regular thing. It does not happen. We don't want you to think it happens. It doesn't happen.
Yeah, this is whack.
Just on this one block of 4500 in Blase Skip.
So what did we learn here today, kids? So we learned that in rural PC enclaves, people can get killed. 3 children at that. We're not talking about adults. We're talking about 3 kids. And don't nobody know nothing.
Nothing.
Obviously, we know a PC person killed them. So this is like white on white crime at its finest. Oh, well, actually, I mean, one of the 3 killed the other 2 and then themselves.
Right.
So
still makes it what it is.
Did we just do an article where they put the kid's name out there?
Yes.
And he was only 17?
That's correct.
Oh, okay. Okay. So if you ain't got no melanin, you don't get no melanin, no name. Little melanin, name.
Name.
Okay.
Even though you say you don't publish minors' names, but okay.
Well, we just proved that wrong earlier today.
We just proved that wrong.
All right, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all, but I'm a moja, folja, and scoja about being on code. These is the kind of. Hopefully, these ain't the kind of friends that your kids have that be wanting to go over and do sleepovers and shit like that.
I'm trying to told you.
And like the other story we did the other day, you can't even be inviting kids over to your crib for the sleepover because they'll come to your house and kill you.
Period.
That's what the one dude did on the sleepover side of the game. Killed the people's house he went to go sleep over at.
You did. And then when they tried to intervene, killed some more people.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, y'all know the business. Love, peace, blessings, and aloha. This way, right? And I got an important message. Please make anti-Black racism a public health concern.
Let's go.
All right, and then take these commercials because we out.
Music TV.
Everybody know you get the money from that robbery before you went upstate. I told you motherfucker ain't got your money yet, man. Fuck you, man. You ain't got the money yet. Fuck you think you is, man. Motherfucking Ron O'Neal or something. What you gonna do? You ain't supposed to be scared now because you got a pistol, motherfucker.
I got it.
Look, I don't play with this shit. You don't even know what I gave to this shit. Self-made with this shit. I slay with this shit. Been a lot of roads I done paved with this shit. Look, see, I don't play with this shit.
Kyrie with the give and go. I get it cheap for the low. More snow than the Eskimo big birdies. Taking flight, change your life in one night. By 2 a.m. if you do it right. Up late like midnight. Small fish, big appetite. Get an extra 4 if you whip it right. Got good gas and it's light bright. Got
He been hula hooping through loopholes, working round shit. You can count lava down, but you can't count them out, baby. Life give me lemons, I make lemon rain die. He been hula hooping through loopholes. I gotta go, gotta hustle to get it. If you ain't talking business, little shawty, you
Hey, Ray Ray.
Hey Rihanna, hey girl, how you doing? I'm into you like Trump's in the Putin. I know that might sound a little confusing. I had to say it for my own amusement. What I'm trying to say is, can we go cruising? Top down, blow some good gas, and listen.
Brushy cream leaves, Keith, oil, premium bud. Man, I hustle in the streets, but I'm a freak with the love.
Bring that ass over, tryna bring it back. I'm a big
wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you